Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you some of the tropical plants that I have. One of them I actually grew from a seed, and today for some of the bigger plants that I have, I will be holding the camera. I'd like you guys to give me some feedback on if you dislike or like me holding the camera, because I think my hands are really shaky, but I don't really know. So you can do that down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Hey guys, so this is the first plant. I'm not actually sure what it's called. My mom just saw it in the store and she wanted a plant for the table, but I have a relative that has a really big one. They've had it for a really long time, probably 10 times the size of this one. I mean, it's huge. And just a really cool plant. It has it reminds me of bamboo, of how the stem is. But the top, there's dead parts at the top because my cat likes to jump on top of the table and eat it. You know how dogs or cats eat grass sometimes? That's kind of what he does. So that's this plant I have. Here, I'll talk about that in one of the other things. But here's the next one. Now, I call this a snake plant, but I've heard it called stepmother's tongue or grandmother's tongue or something like that. It's really weird. I'm not sure why, but it just grows up and kind of reminds me of a succulent, of how it kind of goes out kind of thing. So it's a really small type of thing in the middle. And I really like the color on this one, and I've seen it used in crested gecko enclosure things. It'd be cool to use it with my iguana, but I don't think I'd be able to because it's probably poisonous or something. So then the next one is the one that I've grown, and it is a tropical plant, but it's not really a tropical house plant. This is a normal mango tree. I grew it from a seed. I actually have some others, in the process of growing, kind of. They're not, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a video about that. I mean, a video of how to, grow one of these during the summer. But, here, I'll talk about it. So I have, this is actually the seed case that it was in. Part of the process of planting one of these is you have to take it out for it to grow faster. But I have bark on all of the tops of the soil, and it'll hold the water when I water the plants, and it also looks nice. So that's why you'll be seeing a lot of bark and stuff. Now I call this, here I'm gonna have to move it like this. So this is what it looks like. I call this an umbrella plant, and it's actually whatever it's called. I think the scientific name starts with an A. I'm not exactly. I don't remember though. Whatever it is called, this is the mini version, and I also know somebody different who has the normal version, and it's also really big. It's bigger than the other plant I was talking about, and it's really cool because theirs has tons of shoots going off, and they said it'd go super high if they didn't kind of cut it down as they did. But yeah, this is really cool. I like how it goes out, how there's each one of these things, and it was growing really only to the side, because if you see this side, you see all the backs of the leaves. It was growing really towards this way, but at the top it's now growing up more because I put it in a place where the light was coming from up, how it should. And then to conclude the smaller ones, I'm going to show you, so I showed you the succulents, but this is one of the succulents, and it has flowers on top. Here, let's see if I can get a good picture of the flower. So these things have been growing a ton, and it has tons of flowers on top. There's actually another one coming up right here, another head, And then this doesn't have flowers, but I think it looks awesome. This thing has just been growing like crazy, and there's another one coming up right here. I'm not exactly sure why, but I guess this is just how it grows. So now I'll be holding the camera and showing you some other tropical plants. Okay, so I probably should have showed this with my other succulents, but this is a aloe vera, which I've had for a long time. I had one shoot, and now there's like 3, and it's in this big pot. But if you remember the small white pot that the snake plant was in, that's what this was originally in. Then, as you can see, this protruding leaf right here goes back to a bromeliad, which I did not grow it this big, but I got it this big. Here's another shoot going off. But I really like bromeliads because, like I said, I had seen some, again, going back to the snake plant, I've seen a snake plant being used in a terrarium for a crested gecko. I've also seen these used, and as you can see here, there's water here. There's water right down there. Let's see, I can actually, so also if you've seen like nature channels where they show like a frog laying eggs in a plant, that would be this. I've also seen these used in terrariums for frogs, but there again is the bark on top of the substrate. And then I'm not sure what this plant is either, but yeah, I was given this with the bromeliad, which is this. I got them both, and I have a much bigger one also, and this isn't doing too well, but yeah, so that's this. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but behind me is a much bigger one. Well, actually, I guess there's 2. So I have it in this bigger pot, and yeah, so this is all my bigger plants. So this and this are my philodendrons. Philodendrons can grow purely in water or just in normal dirt like other plants. That's why I really like them, and that's why I have some in my fish tank filter, because they take out the nutrients, and I think that's pretty cool. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments, concerns, put it in the comments below, and if you want more content, subscribe. I hope you have a good day.